Good morning, everyone. My name is Atasieā. I am just in the middle of my morning practice. It's March 12th, 2020, 11 something a.m. on the Roman calendar timeline, and I'm in Los Angeles. For those of you who don't know, I'm a healer, a Reiki master, a channel, and ceremonialist, spiritual worker, as well as an artist, a dancer, event producer. And with everything going on in the world with the pandemic and the virus outbreak, there's a lot of conversation about what to do and what not to do, and how social to be or how connected to be or not. And I'm researching, listening to different experts in the medical field, in the spiritual dimensions, and the news, and other colleagues and teachers, and everybody's saying something different. There are some common threads, and I just finished Marianne Williamson's meditation that I will share on my social media pages about just strengthening the immune system through divine source energy, which she was speaking about. So check that out if you can. And as I was continuing to meditate after that, a group of angelic beings contacted me that I don't normally work with, that asked me to channel a message for them. So I'm going to do that now. So if you would like to hear this, please continue to listen, and I'm going to bring that through. We come through this channel at this time as emissaries of the unconditional love that is the source of all creation. This love is ethereal, and it is actually impactful in real ways that augment and change the constituents of physical reality, even if it is not perceived as an element of physical reality that can be measured. This love is not the same thing as emotionality or attachment or possession in the ways that human beings often relate to love. It is also not the namby-pamby, airy-fairy, spiritual bypass element of whimsical thinking or disconnection from physical reality that people may indulge in to escape from reality or responsibility. The love that we are referring to is a universal essence and stream of consciousness that can be brought more fully into focus, and is actually the background or void space that actually enables things to manifest or exist in creation. This background energy has been called by a myriad of names: God, Goddess, universe, the 0 point field, great mystery, great spirit, nothing. You can believe in this or not. However, our perspective as emissaries of this spiritual essence who are entering into the physical reality through this channel and intermediary, and through connections to human beings that call for angelic support from the spiritual realms to intercede and support in the affairs of what is manifest on the physical plane. Our objective and our purpose is to increase the amount of access to that space, which is transmutative, which engages in making space for physical reality to change in ways that often would be perceived as miraculous, and for the gates of the heavens and the multiverse and the multidimensionality of existence meaning from the densest chemical, physical constituent all the way to the highest or least physical, etheric, molecular dynamics to cooperate in harmony and not be disrupted by thought forms, energies, or influences that would seek to disrupt the flow of that love, producing well-being, producing health and expansive states of evolutionary expression. While humanity is being afflicted not just by this particular viral infection or pandemic, which is actually affecting certain people on the planet, there are several other agendas and influences manipulating humanity's perception of its capacity as multidimensional beings that are capable of much more than what the common global narrative or medical narrative has trained human beings to believe they are capable of. You, each one of you listening to this message, please trust the inner authority of your heart, your soul, your body, your mind and spirit as technologies fashioned from the great source of all that is to be capable of more than you have been trained to believe with your five senses is possible. Through the belief system, the human vehicle, and the technology of the DNA skin suit that is the human body can be operated to do things that, according to your global narrative, are impossible. So while you are being fed information from a myriad of different sources, we will recommend 3 things for you to consider. 1, your belief systems are stronger than quote unquote reality or the global narrative of what is real. What you believe is real based on what you have been taught to believe is what you are going to outpicture and manifest in your reality. 2, you can change your beliefs by investigating what they are, meditating, grounding yourself to feel what your body physically and emotionally is actually resonating with, and then uprooting and speaking to sometimes even subconscious programming that says this, or that. You can, through the will and through a connection to your soul, spirit, higher mind, higher self, faith, the belief and possibility to be powerful and to be in command of your reality, through that faith, you can reprogram your beliefs and say, I'm choosing to believe this, and I'm choosing to know this, and I do know this, and so it is. You can augment the programming in your subconscious to resonate at the new frequency of your choice. That is the second point. And third, viruses exist and operate not just on a physical level, but also on a multi-dimensional level, also on an energetic level, and have energetic bodies. Just like the human body does. The human body is made up of a myriad of subatomic particles and cells and bacteria that actually formulate the matrix of the physical body. And then there are energetic layers of that resonate electromagnetically, emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually. All of those layers of what we call your aura descend and crystallize into the cellular and then subatomic particles of your form, which is vacuous in the sense that there is actually more space inside your physical form and your auric field than there are actual material things. How does this relate to the issues of health? Within the space between the atoms, this love body, this void space, this spiritual, mysterious womb thing that creation is born out of, there's a potential for you to draw yourself and recreate yourself and support yourself with light. This light will code and coat and nourish the cells and the subatomic particles in your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and through visualization, through calling in the light of your soul, of your light body, of the invincible nature of your spirit, you can strengthen your immune system, your subconscious, conscious, superconscious, and unconscious mind can be buoyed through the golden light. So visualize that light emanating from every center in your body, from the space in between the cells and the atoms in your body. Imagine that 1,000,000 big bangs are happening and emanating light in every direction from you. And if you would, write down maybe your own channeled affirmation of your oneness with the source of all that is, and your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical resiliency and strength of your immune system. This will greatly support you in all of your days, but especially now. The final thing that we wish to say is to trust your own belief system, your own knowing. And if your own belief system tells you that what we are saying is not true for you, not safe, or that something that someone else is saying is not true or not safe, then trust what you believe and follow your own inner guidance. Do not abdicate what you know in your core to authority figures which may have different interests or different backgrounds or different cosmologies of thought and belief. If you don't know or don't have a belief system, look at the options and find something that actually resonates with you actually feeling good, feeling empowered, feeling resolved. Things that instigate and amplify fear are literally going to decrease your immunity and your well-being. Do what you need to do to rest. Be practical in eating and intaking information and thoughts, and light, and also intaking information in ways that actually support you to feel good. Take whatever precautions your scientific community is suggesting within reason that you take, and know that this too shall pass. And that those who are being affected directly or indirectly by this viral outbreak are not all being taken out, meaning not all being killed, and some are actually being strengthened by the battle that will go on in their constitution to overcome. And also know that the information streams that are being disseminated from all different sources, many of which are contradictory or not fully informed or purposefully coded with messages that are fearful or designed to stir panic, are disempowering to your collective. The empowerment that we want to encourage you to find is going to come from your faith and your connection to Source, your connection to the spirit of all that is. And this is, again, something that you can choose to believe in or not. However, those of you who have the faith or the willingness to consider that there is something beyond the five senses and the physical flesh that you inhabit as a human being, Rely on that. Know that that will strengthen you, and know that your sovereignty as an incarnation of the I amness of that source, meaning that the I am presence is an individual incarnation of the source of the Big Bang. That is what your soul is. When you live from that place and anchor that energy, you become more and more resilient and possible to bend time, space, and matter to your will. Please, human beings, live in your mastery and your divinity and rise up at this time of great fear, challenge, and misinformation. Also rise up in power with the actual information that resonates with you as true and necessary to abide by, but do so with courage and not fear. Do so with love and not trepidation. You are not the small minions, lemmings, or chattel that you have been conditioned to behave like. You are gods and goddesses. You are multidimensional animal, human spirits that are very, very powerful. Please wake up to this at this time where you're being tried and tested. We do not wish to demonize your media, but be observant, be careful, listen to different sources of information, and then also take time to unplug from those media sources, for what they will continue to do consistently, which they profit from, is stir the pot of panic and frenzy and hook you into the sense that you need to constantly be paying attention for your well-being, which is actually not the truth. What you need to be doing is to pay attention and then unplug and then do the things that are actionable that you need to do and live your life. Live your life with courage. Ask for angelic support. We will come and we will offer it on every level of synchronicity and benevolent action that we can, and we promise you that this too shall pass and you will be okay. You will be supported. You will be empowered if you open to the source of who you actually are at your core, even if you do not know or believe in what that is. We assure you that it is a benevolent and omnipotent energy that is impervious to actual harm that would annihilate your existence. Even if you were to leave this incarnation, you would go back to that source and remember. So be well. Again, ask for support and it will come spiritually, and take care of yourselves in the practical ways that you already are, and let go of the fear and invite the love to hold you. And so it is. Thank you for listening. If this resonates, I'm happy for you to share it, and if not, move on to something else that's going to help you actually feel empowered in your life and stay healthy and safe. And I hope to see you shining. All right, peace.